accidents, and there's going to be a lot of, tension around it because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't familiar with guns.
Would you be opposed, though, to something, and I think that they should do it with driving tests. I don't think we should take our driving test when we're 16 and then just have our fucking driver's license renewed every 10 years moving forward until literally we can no longer see. You know what I'm saying? I think that we should be forced to take a driving test again. You should be forced to go on the highway and deal with the new situations and everything else, because I think that might eliminate a few people.
Yeah, there's more women driving now.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. We've done the stats on this. Your insurance is higher for a reason. You speed more, you're more reckless, you get in more accidents. Boom.
Okay.
And then you're going to blame it on the women. Yeah, we get in more accidents because women do dumb shit. Of course. All right.
Thank you.
I wrapped that whole conversation up before you could even say anything. But would you be opposed as, again, a law-abiding, gun owner and advocate? Would you be opposed to being required to go in for training, or if it was every 10 years having to go in and go through at a gun range or something like that?
No.
And show off your skills?
Listen, I have a contractor's license. I have to do continuing education. It's
to build houses.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference. It's going from having to have a permit, which I think you probably have continuing education if you're permitted by the state, to not having a permit at all.
Yeah.
So they have to put something in place to, listen, even if it's just a 30-minute course online teaching you the laws.
Yeah.
Yes or no answers. Can you do this? Yes or no? No. And as simple as that. People should be learning.
I just think that people should be required to do a shooting test. It
fine.
doesn't make any sense to me. How effective are you going to be wielding your weapon if you've never shot that bitch before? You went out, you went to Nexus, you bought a Glock. Now you think you're tough. Somebody breaks into your house. You've never shot it.
Yeah.
You've never shot it. I guarantee you miss. Unless he's literally right on top of you and happens to put the gun to his own chest. Do you know what I'm saying? To me, it just makes better.
Well, that's what I said. People are going to die because they're going to pull their gun out. So, if someone's mugging you with a gun, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to kill you. The minute you pull your gun out, now you've escalated it to a shooting match.
Yeah.
Before it was a robbery. Now it's a drawdown. So, in those situations, and most people will tell you that if someone's approaching you with a gun and you pull your gun out, you better never say a word after they see it. Just start pulling the trigger, because that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, the more frightening thing to me is that we've just gotten to this place where, unfortunately, guns seem to be the first course of action versus, the words, the fists, and then I got mad, I got my ass beat, and so then I come back with something else.
You're not allowed to beat anybody's ass anymore in elementary school.
Well, I'm not even talking about
middle
elementary
school.
We're not.
Let's
not reference.
We're getting
guns.
rid of bullies.
Let's not put that in the same even conversation. And the last thing I want to say, or I want to ask you, because again, the rhetoric always goes back to school shootings. Anytime people, talk about new gun legislation, mass shootings always seem to be the next thing on the anti-gun people's, lips. Does this law, in your opinion, negatively impact the fight to end mass shootings?
No, I think teachers should have guns under their shirt.
Every teacher. But not if they don't know how to shoot
No, I think they should know how to use it, and I think they should have it to prevent those situations where cops are not going into schools or things are happening.
That, but we've also seen, Len,
Yeah.
we've also seen the students manhandle the teachers.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The girl who got pissed off because the teacher took her fucking phone and ended up literally jumping her. You saw the 200-pound, 260-pound.
I'm not necessarily talking about every teacher having a gun in school, but I think, the principal, maybe the vice president, the people who are capable of de-escalating a situation, because I know in every school you have, I don't care if it's a janitor or whoever, you have guys and girls that are capable of de-escalating a situation.
But it also can't be one SRO. It can't be one school resource officer for 5,000 students.
Yeah, well,
and a gun, and especially in Florida where you've got these monstrous campuses.
So if you trained the secondary staff in a school, not necessarily staff that's in front of the students all the time. A teacher in a classroom might not be the perfect person, but for a school shooting situation, if there was 10 people inside the school that were trained, even if that's not their job. You know, if the lady who puts the slop on your plate at the lunch line was trained on how to use a weapon, you know,